The Assam Valley is a place of breathtaking beauty. Stretching across the northeastern part of India, it is a land where the lush green tea gardens meet the blue hills. The air here is always filled with the scent of blooming flowers and the sweet songs of birds. In the heart of this valley lies the serene Dhansiri River, which glistens under the sunlight like a ribbon of silver. The river flows gently, cradling the dreams and stories of the people who live along its banks.
Dharma, a young boy of 10, lived in a small village by the Dhansiri River. He was known for his boundless curiosity and adventurous spirit. His father, Keshab, was a wise man respected by all in the village. He worked as a farmer, tending to the fertile lands that provided for their community. Keshab also had a love for storytelling, and every evening he would gather the children of the village under the great banyan tree to share tales of their ancestors and the mystical world around them.
One evening, as the sun set behind the hills, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, Keshab told a story that captured Dharma's imagination. It was about a river spirit named Gotak who was believed to reside in the Dhansiri River. According to the legend, Gotak was a guardian of the river, protecting it and maintaining its purity. The villagers, however, feared him, thinking he was responsible for the floods and misfortunes they sometimes faced.
Dharma listened intently, his eyes wide with wonder. He was not afraid, but rather intrigued by the story of Gotak. He wanted to know more about this mysterious spirit. The next day, Dharma's curiosity led him to ask his father about Gotak. "Father, is Gotak real?" he asked.
Keshab smiled and patted his son's head. "My dear Dharma, legends often have a grain of truth. Gotak may be real, but he is not to be feared. The river spirit is a part of our land and our lives. We must respect and understand him." Keshab had a special gift for storytelling. His voice was deep and soothing, weaving magic into every word he spoke. He told stories of brave warriors, wise sages, and mythical creatures that roamed the land. But the tale of Gotak was different. It was closer to home, tied to the very river that flowed through their lives.
"Gotak has been with our people for generations," he said. "He watches over the waters, ensuring they remain pure and bountiful. But like all spirits, he can be temperamental if disrespected."
As he spoke, the other children listened with bated breath, but Dharma's curiosity burned brighter than ever. Dharma was fascinated. He wondered what it would be like to meet Gotak and befriend him. Could a young boy like him possibly communicate with a river spirit?
One night, as he lay in bed, Dharma couldn't stop thinking about Gotak. The river called out to him, its gentle murmurs inviting him to uncover its secrets. He decided that he would visit the Dhansiri River and make an offering to Gotak. He had heard that the river spirit appreciated simple gifts like flowers and fruits. With his mind made up, Dharma felt a mix of excitement and fear.
The following morning, Dharma gathered some wildflowers and fresh fruits from the forest. He placed them carefully in a small wicker basket. As he walked towards the river, he felt a pang of nervousness. What if Gotak was angry? What if he never returned home? But his father's words echoed in his mind. We must respect and understand him. With renewed determination, Dharma continued his journey. The path to the Dhansiri River was a familiar one for Dharma. He had often accompanied his father to the fields that bordered the river. But today, the journey felt different. The air was thick with anticipation, and every rustle in the bushes made his heart skip a beat. As he approached the river, the sound of flowing water grew louder, a constant reminder of the spirit he was about to meet.
Dharma reached the riverbank and took a deep breath. The Dhansiri River looked serene, its surface reflecting the clear blue sky. He carefully placed the basket of flowers and fruits at the edge of the water. Kneeling down, he whispered, "O great Gotak, guardian of the Dhansiri, please accept my humble offering. I wish to know you and understand your world."
He waited, his heart pounding in his chest. Minutes passed, and Dharma began to doubt himself. Maybe his father's stories were just that, stories. But then, he noticed a ripple in the water. The ripples grew larger, forming a swirling vortex. From the center of the vortex, a figure emerged. It was Gotak.
The river spirit was unlike anything Dharma had imagined. He had a majestic presence with shimmering scales that reflected the sunlight and eyes that glowed like emeralds. Gotak spoke, his voice resonating with the sound of flowing water. "Young one, I have heard your call and accepted your offering. Why have you sought me?"
Dharma, though initially overcome with fear, gathered his courage. I want to understand you, Gotak. The villagers fear you, but my father says we should respect and know you. Can we be friends?
Gotak studied Dharma for a moment, before nodding. You have a brave heart, young Dharma. I will show you my world, and in return, you will help me protect this river.
From that day on, Gotak and I formed an extraordinary bond.
Gotak revealed the secrets of the river to Dharma. He showed him hidden caves beneath the water, teeming with aquatic life, and taught him about the delicate balance that kept the river healthy.
I also shared stories of ancient times when humans and spirits lived in harmony, respecting and aiding each other.
Dharma was amazed by everything he learned. He spent hours by the river, talking to Gotak and exploring the underwater world. His fear had transformed into admiration and respect.
The spirit world was no longer a source of mystery and dread, but a realm of wonder and beauty.
Gotak too grew fond of Dharma's curiosity and genuine desire to learn and help.
One day I asked Dharma for help. The villagers have polluted the river with waste, and it is harming the creatures that live here. Can you speak to them?
Dharma felt a pang of worry. The villagers might not believe him or listen to a child, but he knew he had to try.
I will do my best, Gotak. They need to understand how important it is to keep the river clean, he promised.
Gotak smiled, his eyes gleaming with hope. Dharma returned to the village and gathered the elders, including his father. He shared everything he had learned from Gotak, describing the beauty and fragility of the river's ecosystem. S3. Thank you, Dharma. Together, we can make a difference.
At first, the villagers were skeptical, but Keshab vouched for his son's sincerity. We must listen to Dharma. The river is our lifeline. If we harm it, we harm ourselves, he urged.
Gradually, the villagers began to see the wisdom in Dharma's words. The villagers, inspired by Dharma's conviction and Keshab's wisdom, decided to take action. They organized cleanup drives and established rules to prevent pollution.
The children, who had always been captivated by my father's stories, were eager to help. They spread the message of respect and care for the river, turning it into a community effort.
Slowly but surely, the Dhansiri River began to regain its former glory. The once murky waters became clear, and the aquatic life flourished. Fish swam freely, and birds returned to nest along the riverbanks.
I watched with pride as the efforts of the villagers bore fruit. I continued to guide Dharma, teaching him more about the delicate balance of nature.
The villagers who had once feared Gotak now saw him as a benevolent guardian, a protector of their beloved river.
The transformation of the river brought about a change in the village as well. The people became more connected to their environment, understanding that their actions had a direct impact on the world around them.
Festivals were held to honor the river spirit, and stories of Gotak became tales of friendship and collaboration, rather than fear.
Dharma, the boy who had once been just another curious child, was now seen as a hero and a bridge between the human and spirit worlds.
Keshab was proud of his son. You have done well, Dharma. By befriending Gotak, you have shown us all the power of courage and understanding, he said.
I smiled, feeling a deep sense of fulfillment. I knew that my journey was far from over, but I was ready for whatever lay ahead. With Gotak by my side, I felt capable of anything.
Dharma continued to spend time with Gotak, learning and growing. He understood now that the spirits of nature were not to be feared but respected and befriended. His relationship with Gotak had taught him the importance of harmony between humans and the natural world.
I became a mediator, a bridge between the villagers and the spirit world, ensuring that both lived in mutual respect and understanding.
As the years passed, Dharma's bond with Gotak only grew stronger. He shared his knowledge with the younger generation, teaching them the importance of preserving the river and respecting its guardian.
The village prospered, and the Dhansiri River remained a source of life and beauty. The stories of Gotak and Dharma were passed down, becoming legends that inspired future generations.
One day, Gotak told Dharma,
You have done much for this river and your people. Remember that the heart that is open to understanding can bridge any gap.
Dharma nodded, feeling the truth in Gotak's words. He knew that his role was not just to protect the river, but to foster a spirit of respect and friendship between all beings.
The villagers too had learned to see Gotak as a friend, a guardian who cared for them as much as they cared for the river. My journey had shown that bravery and curiosity could lead to remarkable discoveries and transformations.
By opening his heart to the unknown, Dharma had forged a bond that changed his world and the world of the spirits. The village thrived in harmony, and the Dhansiri River continued to flow, a living testament to the power of friendship and respect.
I, the boy who befriended a river spirit, had become a legend, reminding everyone that an open heart could indeed bridge any gap.